Floss Tube. Flossmas Day 29. Here we are. You can hear the roar of children playing. You even see them a little bit. They're in the backyard at our friend's house having a blast. You can see that the snow has started. We're supposed to get some snow today and tomorrow. Very exciting. Now let's go in the house and I'll show you a little bit about what I've been doing. Last night, not much. Don't get too excited, not a whole lot of stitchy goodness. But what I'm going to work on today is pretty exciting. Hello, Floss Tube. I got to remember where to look. Happy Flossmas Day 29. Can you believe there's only 29, 30, 31, 3 days left of 2018? I can't believe it. I don't know where we're going to be for New Year's yet, if we're going to be out here in Gander Bay or if we're going to be at my back at home. So we will see. You may be able to see that there's some flurries falling in the backyard. We're supposed to get 2 to 4 centimeters today and 10 to 15 tonight. So I'm very excited about that because I'm hoping we can go skidooing tomorrow. So I just wanted to refresh your memory on what I was working yesterday. It was a shepherd's bush kit pattern that was from the Silver Needle Stitching Circle. So I think this was a kit for a stitching group that Silver Needle had. And the pattern name is Heart of My Heart. And there we go. It's a really pretty pattern. Now this is my first time stitching 1/1 and I can't say I'm a fan at the moment. This is a 32 count linen and the coverage is okay. I'm used to, I guess so far what I've done on 32 count is always use 2 strands and this one calls for 1 strand. So I'll keep going, I'll follow the pattern, and where it's a kit I may run out of thread if I don't follow the pattern, so I will do that. And it's all done in Wheat Stye Works. So this is how far I got yesterday. Can you see? Yep. So that's how far I got. Just a little heart and a little leaf, which is barely even respectable, but it is a start, so that's okay. It's a start. I'm pleased with that because we spent yesterday having meals together and chatting and playing cards and having a fun time, and we went for our boil up. You'll see some pictures at the beginning of this video from the boil up that we had, and all a boil up is basically is either getting into the woods either by foot or on snowshoes or skis or by skidoo or quad or something like that, and then having a fire and having a snack. Usually you use these fire, or we brought my son got a new camping stove for Christmas, so we used his camping stove to make hot chocolate for everybody, and we had snacks. And you almost cannot have a boil up without either bologna or Vienna sausages, and so we brought our Vienna sausages and cooked them all on the open fire. I don't know if I got any pictures of that because I was trying to keep my family members' faces hidden on the pictures that I was taking that I could post for the podcast, and so I don't know if I got any of the actual Vienna sausages getting roasted or not. I probably didn't, but anyway, it did happen. So the next pattern that I'm going to work on today, I'm really excited about. This is one that I bought from Kitten Stitcher a while ago. It's one of her kits. This one's called S. Ward, a little rag. It's a little rag rug, so you can see it. So this came with the fabric and the silks to make this beautiful little pattern. I say little, it's probably still going to take me ages to do, but I think it's just gorgeous. All the silks came with it, so I'm just going to get the... So this is considered a ragamuffin sampler, apparently, according to Kitten Stitcher. I know very little to next to nothing about ragamuffin or any samplers at all. So I trust Teresa, hi Teresa, to educate me about this kind of sampler. So I'm looking for, I haven't really gone through this kit in detail yet, so I'm looking forward to doing that today. But I did want to show you, so there's a needle in here, and the fabric is... I'm just going to check here and see what kind of fabric this is, because I'm sure she tells me. Put this down low. And I'm not sure. I know it's a linen, so when if I read through this later, I don't want to do this when I'm on video. I will, I know it's a linen, And I have no idea what count, but this is it here. So it's this big. And the silk is pashmina. Apparently it's from Gloriana Threads. And it is a beautiful, so there's 2 skeins here, wraps ever so nicely. And it's my first time using this kind of silk, so I'm looking forward to that. And luckily, Teresa has some excellent instructions about how to use it in terms of dividing up your floss, the threads for stitching. So I'm really looking forward to reading those and finding out how to use this. And getting started on this gorgeous little pattern. Well, to me, larger pattern because I'm a small girl, so this is a bit of a bigger pattern for me. As I mentioned, we're supposed to get a little bit of weather this afternoon, which we're looking forward to. The boys haven't had video games in a couple days, so they're getting quite anxious to get some video games in, and we're kind of hoping we're going to get snowed in a little bit, so that'll give them time for some video games. We're pretty strict with their screen time. One of our sons doesn't transition well from screen time back to reality. He usually has a tantrum, and he's 9, so he's taken some time to grow out of that. And so for that, that's one of many reasons, but it's one of the reasons why we tend not to give them a whole lot of screen time, because then we have to deal with behavior issues afterwards. So their screen time is definitely a privilege, and they're getting a little desperate. And we also don't have Wi-Fi here at my friend's house, as I had mentioned yesterday, so we'll be going over to my parents' house this afternoon and enjoying their electronic facilities with our computers. And I'll be able to hopefully get this video uploaded at the same time. So I hope everybody's getting a chance to do some stitching. I'm hoping to get a little bit of stitching done. We actually had a little bit of a mishap in the basement of the house we're staying in. One of the pipes busted, came apart, but we managed to catch it in time before it made a big mess, and we've cleaned up the water. And so my husband's gone out to get some repair bits and pieces for the plumbing to get the repairs underway. So I'm so lucky to have married a handy guy. He is really handy, and so I trust that when something like that goes wrong, by and large, he can fix it. And if he says we have to call somebody, then we absolutely have to call somebody. Can't think of what else to tell you right now. I hope you're having a great day and a great Flossmas, and I look forward to chatting with you again tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.